It was around the year 1935. Balan started his liberal arts degree at Thrissur's St. Thomas College. At about this time, his father Kuttan Menon was transferred to Thrissur as well after a promotion to the regional courts. He remarried, and the family moved into a large house. The father-son relationship began to have its ups and downs. Little things, such as Balan's extravagant taste for style and attire, did not sit well with the father. He scolded his son, criticized his tastes, and yet he was a generous and affectionate father. He loved his son's intelligence, charm, and wit, but at the same time worried a lot about his future, especially around academics. As a last resort, a tutor was brought in, an especially strict one. Balan would complain, "I have to spend 6 hours in class during the day, come home, do my homework with the tutor, and then do extra homework that the tutor gives me?" When treated badly by the tutor, Balan would take his revenge. One day, he removed the bar from the tutor's canvas lounging chair, which sent him crashing to the floor when he sat on it. Not seeing much improvement, the father finally dismissed the tutor. Kuttan Menon then decided to bring in Balan's friend Shankar to stay in the house, hoping to motivate his son so he would do well in his exams. The inevitable happened. Within a few weeks, Shankar's grades took a dive. Despite all this, Balan always had a very gentle side towards his relatives at home and a big heart for his friends outside. The spring festival of Thrissur, known as the Puram, is an extravagant event held annually in the temple town. Balan's house was the gathering point for relatives from miles away. Unlike his childhood years, he had no interest in rituals. Instead, he would spend time with his friends outside amongst the crowds. The young ladies of Thrissur were even known to detour past the street that he lived in, to avoid the teasing of the tiger, as they called him. But the tiger was hard to avoid, since he was now seen driving around in a car. His uncle, a police commissioner, was one of the few in town who owned a car. A really strict man, no one was allowed to touch the car except for his driver and, of course, Balan. How? That was Balan. He had a special knack. He had a knack for caring for things, and at the slightest noise that the car made, he would go under the hood, tinkering with parts until they all hummed smoothly. The uncle, like the father, was concerned about Balan, but deep down he was confident that this brilliant boy would somehow find his place in the world one day. The rift between father and son began to grow as the years passed by. Although by day Balan carried on as an agnostic, openly asking dangerous questions such as, "Who is God? Where is He? Why should I pray?" But by night he always came back to the one habit that was the strong undercurrent of his life, his relationship with Lord Shiva. Before going to sleep, he would sit in bed, mentally visualize the form of Lord Shiva, and silently repeat the mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, secretly doing his japa before going to sleep. This habit was so ingrained in him. In one of his many brilliant discourses, The Logic of Spirituality, there is a moment where Gurudev so eloquently describes the confusion in the mind of an agnostic person. What he says bears such uncanny similarity to the thoughts that Balan had as a youth. Perhaps he was reminiscing about his own childhood. Let's listen.
So if you say that pray to God, why should I? Who is God? Is He not all-pervading? If He is all-pervading, is He not in my house? If he is in my house, he is not my bedroom. If it is in the bedroom, he is all pervading, therefore he must be under the blanket also. Then why should I get up from the blanket and go to a church or a mosque or a temple? 100 questions he asks. And you and I don't know how to answer, and therefore we say, you are an atheist. It is not. He is the greatest theist. He believes in him, but he is seeking, not in your method, because his instrument is intellectual. He is rationally questioning you. For what? To understand. Very often we misunderstand such people and we condemn them as atheists. They are not. They are seeking him by contradicting you, so that some logical reasoning may come from you, so that they can satisfy their intellect's quest.
Hari Om Namaskar. We are sure you liked the video. For more such amazing videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel and do not forget to press the bell icon.